Hello friends, in this video we will discuss triangle law of addition. Using triangle law we can add two vectors and can find magnitude and direction of resultant vector. Suppose we have to add two vectors a and b, and after adding a and b we get the resultant vector r. So triangle law says when two vectors are represented by two sides of a triangle in the order, then third side of that triangle represents magnitude and direction of resultant vector. So suppose we have these two vectors a and b. So these two vectors represent the two sides of a triangle. Like suppose this is our vector a and this is vector b, and these vectors are like two sides of a triangle. Then the third side means this side will represent the resultant vector r. And suppose vector a makes the angle theta with vector b. So the angle between these two vectors a and b is theta. So let's find the magnitude and direction of this resultant vector r. You can see a is a horizontal vector and b is a angled vector. That means it's making an angle theta with the x-axis. So first of all we need to break this vector b into horizontal and vertical components. So like this would be the horizontal component and this would be the vertical component. This is bx or b cos theta. This side would be by or b sin theta. Let's take the right angle triangle PQR. This angle PQR. This is a right angle triangle. This angle is 90 degree. So we can use Pythagoras theorem to find the length of resultant vector r. Length of resultant vector r is the magnitude of the r. According to Pythagoras theorem, PR to the whole square PQ to the whole square plus QR to the whole square. PR is the resultant vector, that means r to the whole square. PQ is actually a plus b cos theta to the whole square, and QR is actually b sin theta to the whole square. Now we need to break this bracket. I am going to use a mathematical formula, which is if we have two terms to the whole square like this, a plus b to the whole square, then we can open it like first term to the whole square like a square plus second term to the whole square like b square plus 2 times first term means a and times second term means b. So it will be like a square plus b square plus twice ab. Same way we will open up a plus b cos theta to the whole square. So first term to the whole square, which is a square, plus second term is b cos theta to the whole square plus twice times first term times second term like this. We opened up this one, and now the second one is b square sin square theta. Now we will combine these two terms, b square cos square theta plus b square sin square theta, these two. So it would become r square equals a square plus b square cos square theta plus b square sin square theta plus twice ab cos theta. Now I am going to use another mathematical equation which says sin square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. So it will become r square equals a square. We take b square as common. So in the bracket it would be cos square theta plus b square is common sin square theta plus twice ab cos theta. We can put here sin square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. So it would be like r square equals a square plus b square plus twice ab cos theta. So that will give us r equals root a square plus b square plus twice ab cos theta. This formula is used to find the magnitude of resultant vector. Now let's find the direction of resultant vector. So this is our resultant vector, and suppose its direction from the x-axis or from the horizontal is alpha. So we can use tan alpha. So if you take this right angle triangle PQR, so you can see resultant vector R making an angle alpha with the horizontal. So we can put tan alpha opposite over adjacent. Opposite is QR and adjacent side is PQ. So tan alpha equals, you can see QR equals B sin theta and PQ equals A plus B cos theta. So for direction we need to find the angle alpha. So alpha equals tan inverse B sin theta over A plus B cos theta. Whenever you have to find the resultant vector for addition of two vectors, you can use these two formulas directly to solve any problem. I hope you understand this topic so far. In the next video, we will discuss IGK unit vectors. So stay tuned and study more. Don't forget to subscribe, share and like for daily updates. Thank you.